Hawkscry Cliff. This is okay. So this is gonna get us our dad's helmet. Papa. My Rockman could have punched you out of existence if this outlaw wasn't around. Be grateful. Yes, exactly. Sounded terrible. Well, it wasn't the first thought that popped into my head, Timmy.
Let's go.
Timmy, I just played a game that you could pay $10 for and start and finish before the kids and Michelle get home. I don't know what your thoughts are as it relates to like 1980s like aesthetics, but 1980X on the PlayStation was very cool. I played that yesterday. Very short, but it's neat.
Knowing he was with us would have made all the difference.
Okay, Richie Rich for spending $10 on a game. What am I doing? How do I get down? Oh, here we go. 30-day no-spend challenge.
Just like that.
Did you like stock up like no spend on anything or what? Nothing non-essential? Games are essential. I don't know if you know this or not. If you have it listed as non-essential, you need to move it over to the other column.
Father always fought for what he believed was right.
His helmet's just been sitting there the whole time?
That night at Phoenix Gate that
I walked down here and looked at this earlier.
I had never fought for anything. I always had someone else to do the fighting for me.
No matter how fate conspired against him, he never lost heart, never looked back, never stopped fighting. To me, he was the greatest of men. And I've been trying to live up to his ideals ever since.
To be fair, he is the best human we've met in this game, not named Clive.
We all have, Clive. We all have. And we'll keep trying. Because that's what he would have wanted.
What he would have done himself. Even if it meant standing against the very gods in the heavens.
I shall be borrowing this, Father, if I may. That you might watch over us as we follow in your footsteps.
You see a ghost. Ah, sort of. That was kind of cool.
We won't lay you down.
So is that where he... That's, I mean, that's not his... I'm sorry, they might have said this. I might have missed it. That's not where he's buried.
Onward. To the end.
And to a new beginning.
Seems kind of out of the way. Quest complete. Is that a helmet I get to equip? That's my question. I thought that said Rested Bethlehem. Ah, okay. No, it's just a... Okay, it's a curiosity. Joining hands with Joshua. Joshua has joined Clive's party and will remain with him until departing for Origin? Game? That didn't just happen. He's been with me for a real long time. A really long time. Okay. Okay, we got stuff in the hideaway. We're good there. Nothing in... Whoa, actually. Oh, no. We, Really? Okay, we do have a mark. What's the... Hold on. I gotta figure out where this is. Great desert. Let's go to the desert and just... see what I can see. There should be an S rank hunt around here somewhere.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Can we join hands so I have someone fun to talk to when my coworkers bother me? Absolutely. Yes. By you being in chat, it's kind of like we're holding hands. I don't know if I don't think I have any other Minnesota people in chat, but this is an open invite to everybody. In not this coming weekend, but the following weekend, I will be attending 2DCon here in Minneapolis. I think myself and John Carson will be going. We're not. I mean, we're gonna go hang out and stuff. I might make an announcement in the Discord just to see if anybody wants to go from around these parts, but it should be pretty fun. I think like the entire voice cast of Aqua Teen Hunger Force is going to be there, and that's pretty exciting because that is probably one of my favorite television shows ever. I don't know what I'm looking for. That could be it. Oh, why are you turning that way? Why are you turning that way? What are you doing? Get right from left? Are you, You're an Akashic Pearl. I don't know what I'm looking for. Yeah, you don't have a unique name. He's probably gonna chase me for the next forever now. But it's an all-weekend event. It's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I will probably be going Friday and Saturday at some point. I probably won't go Sunday because we have a family obligation to attend to. Salamander. Just a sleeping salamander. Firing fire at me. I should still serpentine. We're just gonna make a quick lap. I don't know, guess maybe it could be the north part. I don't want to go up there. I mean, I guess I could try to go up there. If we find this S-ranked hunt, we'll have 2 left? If I don't see it on first pass, we'll, I don't know, I'll look it up, or I'll have somebody in chat look it up, and we'll get there. I don't remember what the actual description was or anything. I just have it listed as Velcroy Desert.
Time to fight.
Let's go up this big hill. I do loves me some Cheetos. You look like a thing. I think you're my thing. Oh man, if I only would have gone right instead of left. Yeah, that's it. Oh, son of a bee. Exactly what I needed. Straight home now. Gorgimera. S rank. Okay, we've taken out one S rank so far, so what's his level? 45. I wonder if all S ranks are... Oh, okay.
Stay close, Tor.
I knew it before I did it. Oh no! Wrong thing. Oh gosh. Is that... Okay. I thought maybe Joshua was doing that, and then I'm like, wait a minute. Joshua doesn't use ice. One more. Oh, one more. Really? Not one more? There we go. Screw that up. Oh geez, I didn't know there were 3 circles. The delta whatever makes a lot more sense now. Ooh. Can't see. Is he healing from fire? Is that what was happening there? I can't super tell. If he is, Joshua, knock it off. A big 50,000. We haven't had one of those in a while. We got a trophy for it a while ago, but... Who knows? Yow! Oh, go backwards this time. Okay. My timer's gone off. I can sit down, but I can't do it right this second. Oh, you son of a... No, I don't think he's healing from fire. I didn't mean to do that. We should be fine. attack first. I think I got out of that without any damage. Alright, we got it. Beautiful. There's 2 S ranks down. 15,000. We'll probably get some sort of fancy Zenor Calcum. We're getting closer to getting our we need one more? Do we have I don't remember if we have one. Okay. Good show. Let's go. Nearby quest complete. Complete. Look at that. Look at that. Look at this. Listen, this doesn't happen when I play video games. I don't do these kinds of things. Let's go to Lost Wing. As I look at the time, 1:30, 2.5 hours. We will probably not be making our final push in this game today, but we are going to clean up all these side quests. Rest of these hunts out of the way. Before we get back down to business here. Which is, again, that is perfectly fine because I didn't have anything. I still don't know what I'm going to play. So if I finish this on the 16th, that means I have 13 days, barring some sort of neat circumstance where I get access early. I have 13 days until Sea of Stars. Which I am much hype for. But that means I got to try to fill in those blanks. Be like 4 streaming days, maybe? Like that. Try to figure out what I can squeeze in there in the interim. Alright. Let's talk to... Oh, this is Quentin.
Quentin, I have a proposal for you.
Do you now? Something tells me you'll be asking more of me than a cask of Gotand gold. Go on then. Propose.
To make it awkward.
You'd have me convince the chiefs and chamberlains of the realm that they should simply swallow their pride and do the one thing that has proved impossible for thousands of years. Was there anything else? Perhaps I can fetch you a meat pie as well.
I know it's a lot to ask, but I can think of none better suited to the role.
And you'd have me give up what little I have left to do it. I told you, Clive. The people of Lostwing are my family, and I cannot abandon them. You'll have to find someone else.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So am I.
And why might that be?
What he's asking. How's it any different to what you've done so far? They want you to speak for those who can't speak for themselves. That's what you do best. If it's the vineyard you're worried about, we'll see that the grapes are picked and the tons filled. You know we will.
It's not that.
Then what is it? You said yourself we're family. Don't you trust us?
You know that's not what I'm...
Then what are you saying?
Family squabble.
Only we are worth saving. Why turn your back on everyone else? You convinced us we could build new lives for ourselves, and if you can do that, who's to say you couldn't convince the entire realm?
A stirring argument. I fear that any rejoinder I make might fall somewhat flat by comparison.
So you'll join us?
Where do you need me?
Field Marshal Havel will want to speak with you in person. He's currently in Port Isolde. I can arrange for a party of Cursebreakers to accompany you there.
That would be very much appreciated. I hear the roads are far from safe these days.
Hopefully not for long.
He did say that with a tone of like,
Want to know that his plan is
seems
taking
you
shape.
haven't done everything you can quite yet. Yes. Okay. Turn to the hideaway and speak with Byron. Okay, we got plenty of reasons to go to the hideaway, but we're not going there yet. Let's go to Northreach. Brand new quest there. What am I looking for? Behind me. This way.
Azir might at least have mentioned where in Northreach he'd be testing this recruit.
Oh, no. Well met, Sid. This is the initiate. Ember, present yourself.
At your service, Master.
Please, just Sid. There are no masters here. Your life is your own.
Oh, of course. Thank you, Sid. The sergeant says you'll be evaluating me at my trial.
To become a scout, yes. You are aware of the dangers inherent in that role.
I am. But I swore I'd face them. Just like the man who saved my life.
Who would that be?
Gav. It was him who found me and freed me. No magic, no support, just one man and his nose. Came and sniffed me out. It taught me what one man can do if he puts his mind to it. And I've been training ever since, so that one day I can be someone's saviour, just like Gav was mine.
I'm sure he'd be flattered. You clearly have good intentions, Ember. And it sounds like you're under no illusions. Stick to this path and you'll make a fine cursebreaker.
So, what? Have I passed?
You haven't even started yet.
What to say? I could
Now
pass that
listen.
test.
Not far from here is an Imperial lookout, Eastwatch. The guards there record all their sightings in a logbook. You are to find it and bring it here.
And bring it here, right. Anything else?
No. Sneaking into a heavily guarded Imperial outpost and stealing the logbook would be quite sufficient. You'll need to assess the situation, determine a point of entry, create a distraction and effect an escape, all without being discovered and thrown into an Imperial oubliette.
Ember,
It's quite the test.
Gav isn't our best scout because he can do everything. It's essential that you know your limits.
Know my limits, right. I won't let you down.
This is like one of those, you fail the test, not only you're not in, you're probably going to be hanged.
It shouldn't be as dangerous as I made out. But keep a weather eye on him all the same, would you?
On my way.
Feels
All right,
irresponsible.
Ember. Impress me.
Okay. We'll go... Let's just go... Okay, let's go activate this quest first. Just on the off chance it's in our neck of the woods. I'm sure he'll be fine. We'll let him...
Fortress?
we'll let the little bird fly for a little bit before we go save him. Which I'm sure we'll have to do.
I would speak with this Duke.
Saw the captain just now.
Your town needs you.
Do you have a moment, Clive?
What is it?
It's the Duke, unsurprisingly. His Eminence has assumed full control of the garrison.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this guy.
And put every able-bodied man to work on the fortifications. The town was left all but unguarded, so Philippe was compelled to form a citizens' watch to fill the void. And though my dear boys have been characteristically willing to assist him in this, they want for bodies. So I was wondering if you would lend them your strength, that the people of Northreach might sleep easier, if only for a few nights.
Yeah.
Of course. Whatever you need.
Thank you, Clive. What would I do without you? Philippe told me he had men stationed at...
Where can I find the mistress of this establishment?
Hate this lady
My
already.
lady. To whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
My name is Sabine, and it is
Oh.
my displeasure to be the daughter of the Duke of Oriflamme, who I understand is causing you and your town no small amount of trouble.
I do know
I
her.
wish to speak to you about what might be done.
Right? We've seen her.
Very well. Let us speak.
I recognize that
I
hat.
trust you'll forgive me, Clive.
Absolutely. Our conversation can wait.
Please, proceed.
As you know, my father is a most overbearing and supercilious man, and I join you in objecting to his every action. Indeed, I owe you my thanks for continuing to argue against his reckless plans. Yet I fear he is not one to be swayed by reason. No, he must be made to face the consequences of his actions.
And who would make him do this?
I would. Myself and several other like-minded individuals. Were you to join us, we would surely have the strength to drive him from Northreach for good.
Does that not seem a trifle drastic?
Drastic action is precisely what is called for. Unless you are content to see your people downtrodden and dispossessed. My father would have it that citizens exist only to serve the Empire. That they should be forced to make every sacrifice to ensure her revival. But he is wrong. It is not the people who must serve the Empire, but the Empire who must serve her people. He's always been like this. Scornful of the opinions of anyone he judged beneath him. But he cannot be allowed to ride roughshod over the common folk any longer. We must fight him. By all possible means.
Fight him? No. My purpose is to quell the tension in Northreach, not to stoke it. Respectfully, my lady. Our only chance of saving this town depends upon every one of us uniting against our common enemy. Your father and his followers included.
Her voice makes me
While I
sleepy.
understand your frustrations, I cling to the hope that he may yet be won round.
False hope, I assure you.
She would
But
know.
I see that your mind is made up. I shall bother you no longer. If you will extend me the same courtesy, I bid you good day.
What just happened?
She certainly has spirit.
Indeed. But unfortunately for us, that spirit is only likely to harden the Duke's resolve, which may be enough to seal the fate of this town. Not that she cares. This is all about her and her father.
Families.
Oh, so everybody feels like
I'm
pawns.
sorry, where
Okay,
were we?
I get it.
Ah, yes. I was about to tell you of Philippe's plans for the town watch, but perhaps it's better that you heard them from him. I believe he's in the market, if you'd be so kind as to seek him out.
Right away.
It's just a pity I cannot join you. I'd like to see the two of you in action together.
Okay, I'm kind of glad to be done talking to her. Yeah, her voice was just kind of not the most animated, which I mean, that's not anything against the voice actor or anything. It just, I think she's meant to be pretty, I don't know, non-animated. Anyways.
What does the dame have to say about this? So you are content to abandon...
Here she is again.
Please, I beseech you. If you are a true son of Northreach, you must fight to defend your home.
That's exactly what I am doing, milady. Or trying to, at least. The land is crawling with fiends, and someone has to keep watch.
Even when our true enemy is hiding in the garrison? Fine. You're not the only able-bodied man in Northreach. Thank you so much for your help.
Oh, man. Spoiled little bee, huh?
Honored you too, then.
Could hardly get a word in edgeways. Like father, like daughter, eh?
She made an uninvited appearance at the Vale earlier, hoping to convince the Dame to join her in fomenting rebellion.
I bet that went well. Her ladyship seems to have a way with people. Anyway, what brings you here?
Our mutual friend thought you might welcome some help.
Oh, she did she? Right as always. In fact, you're just the man. We've had some reports, you see. Sightings of, you know what.
They're back.
Is it Akashic?
Seems that way. All over, too. We haven't been able to confirm anything yet, but if you're willing, you could go and see what's what.
Right. Where should I look?
You know Grieger's Weep? One of the sightings places them somewhere on its shores.
I'm on my way.
Thank you, Clive. I'll look into one of the other sightings. Let's rendezvous back here later.
You know what? We might end up doing this entire quest before we go rescue our boy in the tower. Sorry. But we're at the point of the game where convenience comes first.
Damn it. The reports were true. I need to stop them before they
Encroaching
get down.
remnant. Okay, I was looking for one of these guys. I assumed they were gonna show up eventually. I missed everything. Ha ha ha. Go. Stop curing things. Go. Do it. I don't think there's any more floating around. Raziel, welcome in. Hello. I will hydrate in just one moment. Is it because he's so hot?
It's over.
Ah, delicious. Raziel, how was your weekend? It goes well. Here, by the way. Second favorite protagonist. Who's your number one?
Call that a test, Ultima.
Clive, it's me.
Probably not.
Are you
All right. That checks out.
I am. But it seems the reports were true. The thralls have returned. I dispatched the few that I found, though.
Well, there's something, I suppose. But what were they doing south of town? They all came from the north last time. We might be able to fend off an attack from one side or the other, but from both?
Do you have eyes in the north?
Some. I should probably go and have a look,
Oh,
just to be
nice.
sure. You head back to Northreach. I want you there just in case war breaks out while I'm away.
What do you mean?
Her ladyship's been busy working her magic on the townspeople, stirring up ill feeling towards her father. But she'll have her marching on the barracks if we're not careful.
What? This is exactly what the Dane was afraid of. I'll do what I can to calm things down. Be careful out there, all right?
Don't worry, I'm not like you. One sniff of those things and I'm running back to town screaming blue murder.
Blue Murder. That's a new one. So what do you think? Does it nestle into your, let's say, I mean, you seem to know a thing or two about Final Fantasy. Do you have a top 5 list?
Do you not see, Father? The people of Northreach have given enough, and only a fool would ask for more.
Listen to me, Sabine. Where would our people be without their country, hmm?
I hate this guy.
The Empire is their sword and their shield. It is she that ensures they can live without fear. And now she teeters on the brink. Without their sword, how will the people fight? Without their shield, how will they protect their kin? Can the unarmed stand against the advancing hordes? No. But there is yet hope. A new shield, a new sword. A new empire. We can rebuild Sandbreck, just as Great Grieger wills it.
Perhaps we could, Father. But we don't want to. Not if it is built on the broken backs of the people.
Please, let us not quarrel in the street.
This is barely
You
a
must see
street.
that no good will come of this. Our fight is not with each other, but with the threat that draws ever closer to our gates. A threat that your sword has yet to rid us of, Your Eminence.
You will hold your tongue, whore. You may have filled my daughter's head with your heresy, but I will not be corrupted.
Corrupted? Your daughter's opinions are her own, as you would know if you had ever deigned to listen to her. At least I hope they are your opinions, and not posturing born of a family feud. Northreach deserves better than that.
Northreach deserves better than you, Carla. Yes, I know who you are.
Hi, Savati.
The slut of Twinside who bedded a branded.
Jesus Christ.
Jealous, are you? That a woman might choose a bearer over a pious man of Griga.
Clive! I met a swarm of thralls coming south from Oriflamme. Hundreds of them. Too many to count.
Oh, fuck. No. Work on the fortifications has scarcely begun.
Bark, are you still in chat?
Retreat to Caer Norvent and there make our stand. Did you hear me? That was an order.
While this is
I thought I looked good.
Let us make our stand here and protect our homes. Protect those that we love. Together for Northreach.
You heard the dame. What are we waiting for? Pikemen to the gates. Archers to the roofs. Quickly, come on!
Yeah.
But she is but a common...
whore, yes. And we'd follow her to the gates of hell.
Sting. So your top 5 is Final Fantasy 7, 4, 9, 6, and 16. You've got 4 high. I like 4. I don't know if I could make a solid list. 7 is my top. I think 9 is my second.
Have their orders, and they look like following them. I got them spaced out at regular intervals.
Then I don't know.
Whichever
10?
direction the thralls strike from, there'll be someone there to meet them.
Thank you for
Then
Rest assured the people will play their part. The herbalist has donated her stock of medicines to me. Should any of your men be injured, take them to the Vale. We'll see to them there.
I don't know. I don't know what to do. You get my top 3. That's the best you get.
I'll play my part too. You still won for numbers. Unlike the enemy. I only hope I can go some way to evening the odds. Philippe, can I leave the south in your hands? I doubt the thralls by the lake were the last of their number.
Of course. I'll lead a party down that way so we don't get taken by surprise. What about you?
I'll make my way up the road to Oriflamme. I fought a few of these things. And while I can't promise to hold them all back, I should be able to thin the herd.
I promise to hold them all back. I'm being modest.
Thank you, both of you.
You can thank us when it's over.
Till then, madame.
Okay. So this is a quest that I can kind of do. Okay. We'll just see it through to the end now. Really doesn't matter which one we go to next.
I want steel in the hands of every man.
How do I get out? There. Is that a new ether flood, or has that been there the whole time?
Run like the wind.
I don't remember. I probably didn't need to bring my chocobo. Got any flyers?
Not for long.
Get distracted for a while.
done.
I was about to say, it can't be over. One wave, attacking a town. They got behind me. Oh, jeez. Hello. I'm nervous. That one's coming behind me. I know he is. Ah! No, not you. Aw, Joshua. I'm doing a really good job of running into all of his attacks. See? Raziel, thank you for the lurk. I didn't even know I staggered, honestly. Oh, I slipped off the trigger. There we go. There we go. We probably have a, oh, we have one of the S ranks in this area too, but I don't know where he is. They are, I guess.
That looks to be the last of them. I wonder how the others fared. Better hurry back to town. Come on, Torgal.
Clive, it's good to see you.
Meanwhile, Ember is currently rotting in a prison.
The road to Oriflamme is clear.
The jail he tried to
Well, we ended up fighting for our lives down by the lake. Took a few nicks, but nothing the girls of the Vale can't put right.
Glad to hear it.
Well, it seems we've survived. For the time being, at least. I thank you both for answering the call.
You were right. And I was wrong. About everything. I had thought that the only way to unite the people was under the banner of Empire. That without a strong hand to guide them, they would drift apart. To be borne hither and yon by the eddying currents of fate. But you brought them together. Not by force, nor by the exercise of goddess-given authority, but by simply being one of them. By knowing what they feel, because you feel it yourself.
Our purpose was ever the same, Your Eminence. You were merely distracted by a loftier vision of empire and glory. while our eyes beheld matters closer to home.
You have the right of it again. As did you, Sabine.
A lot of lessons being learned in these last couple side
Sanbreque
quests.
is naught without her citizens. I forgot that. And I am sorry.
I'm sorry too, Father. I should never have taken things so far. I only wanted you to understand how the people felt. How I felt. But my anger got the better of me.
Do not blame yourself, my dear. This was my doing. I should have listened to you. To all of you.
Your Eminence, your Ladyship, I do not doubt that you came here with the best of intentions. But I believe the same could be said of us all. We all want safety, security, prosperity. Not just for Northreach, but for the entire realm. And we may yet achieve it. If only we work together. Will you join us in this?
Yes. We shall.
Thank you, Your Eminence. Now that that is settled, I must go and see to the wounded. The Vale's doors are always open to any soldier in need of relief. And today there are more than ever before.
Madame Isabel is a rare soul indeed. In these dark times, I see that it is not men like me who should lead the realm,
Wow.
but women like her.
This dude has done a 180
If only I'd listened to her when I had the chance.
that you
Forgive
wouldn't
me for
even
saying
believe.
so, milady. But you still do. The dame said it herself. We can turn things around. We just have to work together. And that goes for you, too. You're one of us now.
He was too real. He went from hating women to full feminist in 10 minutes.
Captain, let this be a new beginning. Not only for Sanbreque, but for us.
Well, since there's nothing more to be done here,
We could. We
I
could.
should see if Isabel needs any help moving the wounded.
Could absolutely use less of him the way he was. Okay, it's not okay. You know what I want for the next generation of consoles? It's a tedious thing. Watch the stairs. I don't know. Maybe it's just my you know, I don't know. I'm playing on 4K. I don't know. You know, see how the lights flicker on the stairs and stuff? I noticed it during the cutscene. I want that to go away. I don't know why it happens. It happens all the time though, and not just obviously not in this game, but it's one thing that I've always noticed, and I've always wondered, why does that happen?
There's no need to worry.
I'm sure it has something to do with the lighting hitting at every stair and it being, you know, it is what it is, but that should be the next. I don't care if they don't enhance anything other than the next generation of consoles just being able to render those type of situations better. It drives me nuts.
How goes the treatment of the wounded? I'll be happy to man one end of a stretcher.
I'm being
if it would help.
sarcastic. I want more than that, but God, I want them to fix that.
You've helped quite enough for one day, Clive.
It's true.
Thank you.
I am. I'm ready to
Mention it.
Oh, but I
stake in the
must.
ground. Fix it.
After all you've done for this town.
I'm even in
It's the
quality
very
mode.
least you deserve.
Tell me, if Northreach had fallen, what would you have done?
Died?
A woman of your means could find a home anywhere in the realm, but I sense you would rather have died here.
It's a long story.
For you, madame, I have all the time in the world.
I don't. All right, here we go.
Very well. Long ago, I had a life in the crystalline dominion. I was Carla then, courtesan to the nobility. So sought after was I that it was only they who could afford my time. Alas, those halcyon days were not to last. For naive as I was, I fell in love with a bearer. He was my master's guard, The gentlest man I have ever known. After they discovered us together, he was whipped bloody and forbidden from ever looking at me again. And so we fled. Not that we had anywhere to flee to. We wandered, aimless and starving, half dreading, half praying that the next day would be our last. Until we found ourselves here, in Northreach. It was the veil that took us in, that fed us, clothed us, and healed our hurts.
What happened to him?
Those that could be healed, at least. My love was already too far gone.
He had, he
passed away.
His bearer sickness, right?
He did. Not long after we arrived. But at least we were able to share a few moments of peace before the end. It was the greatest gift I have ever received. But the generosity of this town and her people did not end there. The men and women of the Vale supported me through my grief. Shared in it, though I was still a stranger to them. They treated me like a sister. And so I swore that I would always do the same. That I would return the kindness that Northreach showed me. That I would repay my debt to the Vale.
Yes, Bark.
Thank you, Isabel, for sharing this with me.
You're a lot like him, you know. Perhaps that is why I have such a soft spot for you. Never stop fighting, Clive. And I shan't either. I know that it will not be easy to keep Northreach together. But our efforts will be rewarded. Just look at us now. The people, the soldiers, even the Duke of Oriflamme and his daughter. All united in defense of this town that we have come to call our home. And what of you? Can we count on your support too?
Always.
Quest complete. Kind of a doozy. Under new management 2. Okay, so we're not far from the... Oh, we got another Orichalcum for that? Okay. I think that might be enough for our best sword, which we will get eventually, but just not going to get it right now. Okay, let's go help our buddy. So we could go all the way around here, or let's just fast travel here. Chocobo over. Chocobo over. That didn't need to be said, but I said it. Again, that weirds me out every time. I don't know how I feel about Clive and Ambrosia's human chocobo relationship here. This way.
These are clean kills. Perhaps young Ember really is ready.
Nope.
Or maybe
He's not.
Damn it. Ember, draw your sword!
I can't!
I put myself.
Then run! If you want him, you'll have to go through me.
Okay. I guess that looked like the stagger bar was going down very slow, and I suddenly had a little bit of little concern about how long this was going to take. He's not too bad. We're fine. This is going remarkably well. I don't know what I was concerned about. Shit. I might be a professional. Hello, Dunalin. Good evening. Good evening.
Ember, are you?
I only play it when I stream. I didn't play it all weekend.
Gone.
I wanted to.
Of course.
I wouldn't do that to you
Really
guys.
are a rare breed. Back to Northreach it is then.
Have I started Baldur's Gate 3 yet? No. Nope. I will eventually, but I'm not gonna be in a big hurry. Unless you're talking to Doodlin. I'm so interested in doing so, but I also want to play Diablo 4. I haven't done that yet either. But what's even funnier is I'm about to play a game that's super old that I've never played, that has, like, I've heard awesome things about, but this is the when you live a life of randomness, which I still do even though I don't have the games list anymore. Sometimes these things happen. I'm actually going to start up Bayonetta soon. Did you see that some other devs were taking shots at their studio? Yeah, in terms of like the backing that they received and stuff. Are you talking about like you guys are setting the bar too high, something weird like that? Is that what you mean?
I didn't expect you back so soon. Where is Ember? How did he fare?
I thought I'd find him with you. He must have fled. I followed him to Eastwatch, where I found him being set upon by a wild Avis. He was just standing there. Didn't even draw his sword. I had to step in and take care of things. But by the time I had, he was nowhere to be seen. I assumed he'd set off in your direction, but apparently not.
I'm sorry, Sid. I knew the boy had a nervous streak, but he seemed like...
The right man for the job?
There he is.
I believe this is the logbook you tasked me with retrieving.
Eh? How did you... Don't you tell me you breached the tower while Sid was busy saving your skin.
What? Wasn't that what you asked me to do? To bring the thing back without getting caught?
He has you then, as heir.
Yep.
And he did it all on his own.
But Sid, he
did what he thought was best. And now I have to decide whether I agree.
Of course. We'll await your evaluation back at the hideaway. Don't you leave my sight.
Yes, Sergeant.
Oh yeah, Bark. Are you talking about how like the devs they're kind of being accused of like almost raising the bar too high? Is that what you mean? Okay, we don't want to go to Origin yet. But okay, before we go, I gotta refresh my mind on where these hunts are. So we're gonna go back to the hideaway now. Yeah, I did see that. I think it's dumb. First off,